Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today is Sunday Motivation Inspiration, and because it's the holiday, if you celebrate the holiday, that's totally fine, totally good. If you don't, that's also totally fine, totally good. We live in America, and America is a concept built on. Notice I say concept. Look up the word. It's not a fact. It's something that the idea of it exists in the mind. It's a concept that people have freedom of speech, which does not exist. That's a myth. If you don't believe me, go to your job and call someone gay, even though they might be gay, and you will be fired. You go to your job, and sometimes women get the upper hand on this situation, but I've been RN, I've been in multiple places where women say, vulgar shit about how tall I am and what size shoe I wear, and they make derogatory comments about obviously what size my penis must be. And if you ask me, that's the same sexual discrimination that a woman gets when she is talked to about her breasts and her titties. So none of these things exist in reality, but the bottom line is there are myths that there exist. So one thing that I want to talk about that does exist, and I'm going to be very brief, I promise you this time I'm going to be extremely brief, because I am still on a body of spiritual, a mental vacation. And I purposely did that because I felt myself exerting energy in things that don't deserve my energy. Or I felt myself exerting energy in things that I needed to keep for myself. And I always found myself in a bad place, because when it was time for me to have energy, I had none, because I was exhibiting in frivolous and useless situations. So what I would say is, what is true is a word called stagnation. Stagnation. Now, people say, why do you say look up the word? As if I'm trying to be belittling, or as if I'm trying to be downgrading someone's education or IQ. I just recently found out yesterday that a word that I was using, because I take my own advice, that I was using it in an incorrect way. Because we speak languages as though we speak them as if everyone else is supposed to understand our language, when in reality we are speaking slang. We are not speaking English. So I am on the pathway to be able to be in the place that God chooses me to be, so when the opportunity does present itself, I will be able to go up there like I did before in the past with PhDs and doctors and all of that, and I can still feel comfortable in my own skin because I'm able to speak in the language, in the audience in which I am trying to reach. So stagnation is to be, for those who don't have time or don't feel like it, stagnation is to be in one spot or area for an undetermined amount of time. What does that mean? It means to be in one location for an unusual amount of time. Now, the word unusual means self, meaning it might be a day for me, it might be a month for someone else, it might be 2 weeks for someone else. So stagnation is something that does not apply to the whole, the populace. It's something that applies to you. If you are stagnated in your life, that means you find yourself in a spot or a place or a thing, and you don't know whether to go left or right, and you find yourself stuck in that spot. Now, I can only speak about my experiences and hope that my experiences will help you out if you are or become into the spot of stagnation. But what I would say to you is that Stagnation is the main ingredients in depression. It's the main ingredients in killing your dreams. It's the main ingredient in you not reaching your full potential. So, my body, whether you notice or not, my energy level is not as high as it normally is because I was in a stagnated space as far as working out and all that. Like, I had got to the place where I'm like, I'm not seeing any results. I'm not seeing the stuff I need to see without relying on my past and knowing that you will reach a spot where you must keep going in order to see results. It's the same thing with your hair. Your hair will grow and it will get to a point where it grows to a certain area or a certain spot, and for a month or two it'll be the same hair. But if you cut your hair, you have wasted all of that sabr, which is patience in Arabic. You have wasted all of that time and you have not fulfilled your goal for whatever reason you wanted your hair to grow. So now my body is sore from me coming out of that stagnation spot or space and jumping right back into it like I was doing it before, and now it is causing me to have to rest because, like, pain, being sore. What is the point? The point is that if you find yourself in a stagnated space, 9 times out of 10 from our coping mechanisms, we won't see, or we won't allow other people to see our stagnation. So if you're waiting for someone to come around and give you a pat on the back, if you're waiting for someone to give you a trophy, if you're waiting on someone to give you the initiative, if you're waiting for someone to come in a white dress or a white knight armor to save you, you will be stuck in stagnation, hopefully, to the point where you will get tired of it. But statistics show that if you keep being stuck in stagnation, and you will find yourself in a position where you have to make a decision. And that decision usually is, do I kill myself or do I slowly kill myself? The end result is you will die. Give me 2 quick examples, Decopbo. I can kill myself by doing bodily harm to myself on purpose, subconsciously, and because I don't have the heart to just put a gun to my head and blow my head off. So I kill myself slowly by doing things that I'm not supposed to do, being unhealthy, being this and being that. Or I could just have the heart of a lion and die like a warrior and put my gun to my head, or slit my wrists and go in the bathtub, or do whatever, and the end result will still be the same, regardless of how much time it takes. So, if you are a person, the moral, once again, if you are a person that is stuck in stagnation, I will ask you to get yourself out of it. We live in a time where people are ungrateful and they do not appreciate anything that people do. So if you are expecting someone to appreciate you, you are definitely in a state of stagnation mentally. Because no one cares about anything but self. And I say no one because statistics, and if it was not for God, I would be a scientist. And it says statistically that when you do a survey, that the greater ratio always wins. Meaning if it's 51 to 49, the 51 is the thing that you go with. Because rationally, it seems to be an appropriate thing to bet on. So I'm not saying all in the sense that everyone. I'm saying is the numbers are too high for me to take a risk that I might have the 5, the 15, the 20, the 35% of people around me that are not. So I choose to encourage you to pull yourself out of the hole of stagnation, to pull yourself out of the crease or the entrance of depression, to pull yourself out of the respected areas of death. Once again, it's your boy Decopbo. Like always, when you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself, tell yourself, I am beautiful, I am special, I deserve to be happy. And most importantly, don't forget to tell yourself, I do not deserve to be fucked over. It's your boy Decopbo 1.5.